Hello, this is Matt from Minim Guitars. I've got this lovely Encore Stratocaster here, vintage Encore. I'm going to do a quick experiment with this involving a piezo pickup. What I'm going to do though is put it in the back underneath the tremolo springs. So if I taken often the Backenplaten, then I shall reveal them. There we go, there's the springs in the back. So as anyone who's spent any amount of time with the Strat can attest, when you're playing, these springs vibrate a lot. So if I bring it up here, can you hear that? It's like you've got essentially an inbuilt reverb chamber on the back of the guitar. So the idea being, if I put the piezo in here underneath the springs, then I can pick up some of that natural reverb and have it coming out the amp. So before I start, I'll show you what it sounds like now in its natural state. You'll see a lot with the back left off, which I think the idea is that having it up against your t-shirt like mutes the strings there. On my Strat, for a long time, I had a bit of cloth in there to mute them, like behind the plate. So this guitar is destined for a more kind of invasive customization eventually. So I'm not going to fiddle about with the electronics too much. I'm just going to splice that directly onto the jack socket, so that it will come straight out of the amp, and then we can turn down all the pickups and you'll just hear what's coming from the piezo. So the first thing, I suppose, I'll loosen off this. I'll have to put in a little block of wood in the back. And I'll take off the springs. Right. Now I'll have to also slacken the strings off so I can take the scratch plate off. Cap on there. Now I'll begin the arduous task of taking off all of the screws off this bloody pick guard. Yeah, I should be able to get this off without having to change the strings. I think that'll be enough. I think that's enough to do what I want to do. So now I can take the thing off. Cool. So, oh, that's a bit loose. I can tighten that while I'm here. I think if I'm just going to tape this on for now, I think. I don't think I need to mess about with gluing this on. So if I now remove this out of the way, I should be able to fish that cable out of there and post it through the old. Right, if I turn it around, although it's quite a small hole, they haven't drilled a very big hole through there. Go on, you know where you want to go in there. Come on. Didn't really foresee that. I thought there would be more space. Luckily, I've got quite a lot of cable. That's the badger. Right, so I'm just going to tack them on. This is just a demo, I'm not gonna... Cool. So if I get that back in there. Right, now I can screw the pick guard back down. I'm not worried about leaving that in there for now. I imagine someone's done this experiment before, but I thought it would be more fun to try it myself than to watch a video of someone doing it. So, right, okay, so that piezo's in there now. So let's see if we can get some piezo sound without the springs in there. So, that does sound different. Yeah, you can hear the piezo. So that's with the pickup. So if I turn down the pickup, hang on. See, that's unexpected. I didn't expect the volume to turn down the piezo as well. That's interesting. Because I thought it was just going to bypass it. I mean, if I disconnected the rest of the circuit from the socket, then it would just go straight to the amp and you would hear only the piezo that way, but then obviously the rest of this would be cut out. I suppose just by virtue of including this knob in the circuit, it's turning the whole circuit down, including the amp, I suppose, isn't it? But that is the piezo as well, because that does sound different. There's a little bit of something happening. You can definitely hear the difference the piezo has made. Okay, now let's see what it sounds like with the springs in, I suppose. So I'll put the springs back in and then see what we get then. Move the cable out of the way. Whoops. Okay, so now that block can come out. Yeah, there it is. I've got Strat tremolo reverb. Don't know if that's any use. That's the old piezo. No overdrive. Well, it works. Well, it works in the sense that you can hear the echo through the speaker. If you have it quiet, you can kind of hear more what the piezo is doing by itself. Well, yeah, I suppose what you could do is work in the piezo like it's fourth pickup and actually put it in the circuit properly so that you can have it independently of the other pickups, or you can blend the signal in over the top of what's going on with the rest of it. Yeah, what you can do. Yeah, I know that this effect isn't technically tremolo. It's vibrato. Tremolo is a fluctuation in the volume, whereas vibrato is a fluctuation in the pitch. But the thing is, this isn't a Fender vibrato. This is a Fender vibrato. This is a Fender tremolo. That's just the name of it. You know, it's wrong word for what it does, but that's the name of this design. At least, you know, that's the way I justify it. I don't know if that's the official sort of excuse for that, but you know, Fender, if you've got an opening in your marketing department, you know, give me a shout. I've got literally ones of idea. I wasn't expecting it to work so well with the back off, actually. I thought that it would, you'd need to put the plate on to make it work. What I could try next, actually, I've got some more springs. So while we're here, I'll put in the other 2 springs. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what it's like with 5 springs. Essentially the same, really, isn't it? I think the sound of it isn't too bad, but what makes it unusable is the amount of like operational noise you get from it. You know, you can hear every part of the guitar, and it sounds like it's in a church. You're good if you're doing a radio play, someone running down a hall. Oh, hang on. Ha! Well, there you go. Myth confirmed. You can put a piezo in the back of a Strat and get the reverb. But do you want it though? That's the thing. Is it even a useful feature? Have I just amplified the worst thing about a Strat? You know, or is it cool? Let me know what you reckon. Would you use this? Would you have this as an effect on your Strat? See, that's the encore tremolo, does that. Keep your eyes on the road, your hands upon the wheel. Well, I suppose that's about that, really, isn't it? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that for what it was. A little bit weird. Not sure if that was a good or bad result, really. But yeah, a better way to incorporate that would be to put it into the circuit properly, like it were a 4th pickup, and have it on the switch somewhere, or maybe put another switch or another knob somewhere. But yeah, there might be something in that. You know, that might be quite a cool thing to investigate further down the line. Thanks for liking and subscribing and all of that kind of stuff. I have noticed over the last couple of weeks I've had a sort of flourish of subscribers, so if you're one of them, thanks very much. Hopefully I'll be able to keep uploading some more videos, but I've got quite a few now, so hopefully there's enough to keep you going for the time being. But yeah, that's about it. Feel free to give me a shout on Facebook and stuff. So yeah, cheers.